YouTube? Hey, hello, how you doing? I go by the name of Mike T, and today we have a brand new unboxing for you. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what we picked up. So as you can see, we have the Nike sportswear box in the traditional red and white that we usually have. And let's go ahead and pop this thing open and see what we got. So as you can see, this is none other than one of my favorite silhouettes if you've watched my other videos, the Nike Air Max 90. But this is a special edition by the kid, King Griffey Jr. from the Sweetest Swing collection. So let's go over some of the details that make this a little bit different than your normal Air Max 90. So down here on the toe box, normally it's a mesh material, but here we have this nylon or like a neoprene material, which is actually very, very soft, and you can tell it's going to be comfortable. And they also added this swoosh right here that's embroidered with navy outlined with red. And also on the midsole, you see it comes in white, and above that you have this black leather, smooth leather that wraps all the way to the medial side. Right above that we have this gray nubuck material that's pretty nice, and right above that we have this darker gray swoosh that's detailed in a darker leather, and it's also the same on the medial side. On the back we have that white with Nike Air in red that kind of gives it that pop. Down on the outsole we have hits of red wrapped with black and ends up with that freshwater that gives it that pop. Also here on the side, another detail that they added this stitching right here that looks like a baseball stitching. If you've played baseball, you know they're white with the red stitching like that. So that's also another detail that they added onto the Air Max 90. You have your airbag there with the hits of red. Give a little contrast to that freshwater. And also they added this hang tag here that you can see it shows the Swingman on one side, and it also has the 2-4 on the other side with the Nike swoosh underneath that, which that's also a hidden detail, and I love that because this home plate instead of the normal little Nike hang tags that they added. So that was a sweet little difference that they added for King Griffey for sure. And also here on the tongue, you can see what he's known for, or famously known for, is his backwards hat. Whenever he'd have his home run derbies going on, he'd switch it backwards and kind of added that little swag to the baseball game. So I mean, his style alone just completely changed the game and just made it popular, you know, kind of like Jordan did for the NBA in the 90s, 80s, 90s, and also Allen Iverson for the late 90s and early 2000s. Just coming in and adding your own little flavor to it, your own little sauce, you know, make you stand out from everybody else. And King Griffey definitely did that. You know, most people think of baseball as kind of like a boring sport if you're not really into it, but he kind of made it popular. You know, he kind of added those hidden gems that just made the game fun. You know, he was just his charisma, his just supreme athletic ability, and just that smooth swing is just, you know, it's just gorgeous to watch. But yeah, some more hidden details that we have here on the insole of the shoe. We have here in white with the 2-4, also with the backwards hat, and it has Junior on there with the swoosh and the 2-4 as well. Also, the last kind of hidden detail that we have here on the laces, if you can see, they're black with the white kind of diamond design on there that he had, that he also used on his baseball bats. So I'll put a picture kind of, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and I'll show you here to the side. But that was kind of something cool that added a little bit of pop to his bats. You know, he used an all black wooden bat, but when he ever added that white sports tape on there, that kind of added a different element, you know. And I remember being a kid and just using our metal bats, but I would add that white sports tape to kind of make it look like Griffey, and I felt like if I had that tape on there, I would swing like Griffey, which it wasn't as sweet as his, but I mean, it did the job. So, but yeah, so growing up, you know, Griffey just kind of added a different element to the game, and he just made it more fun, you know, more enjoyable to watch, and that made me want to go out and play. Baseball is my favorite sport, so I kind of felt like, you know, I related to him a little bit more than a lot of the other people. But I have here an Air Max 90 infrared, but just kind of show you the little differences here. You have the normal Nike air tag on the top on the tongue, and then here you have the backwards hat with the 2-4. Here you have that hang tag that I was talking about in gold, the home plate. And here you normally have a Nike Air hang tag, but it's in the box. So and then of course on here you have the mesh that I was talking about on the toe box, whereas here you have that neoprene material as well as that added swoosh that they do on there. Everything else on the sides is pretty much the same, except for here where they added the lace to the baseball. You see they don't have that on this one. And as well as the back, it was pretty much a solid white with the red, whereas this one has, you know, its own little heel tab on there that kind of separates it. But everything else is pretty much almost identical except for the color differences. But yeah, for sure, the Air Max 90 is definitely a timeless silhouette. Definitely one of my favorite, if not, actually it is my favorite Air Max silhouette. I think it's the most comfortable. I just, for whatever reason, I just gravitate to it more. And like I said, that infrared is probably one of my top 5 favorite shoes. So yeah, I mean, the 90 is just something that's super comfortable, super easy to wear with anything. You just throw it on with some shorts, with some joggers whenever it's the fall, winter time, and you're good to go. So yeah, this is kind of my review on the Nike Air Max Swingman. And so let me know if you want to see anything else. I know I have a few more pickups that are coming in the mail, and again, we just hit 200 subscribers, and I know that's nothing, you know, too crazy, but just for starting up a channel, you know, less than a month ago, we're already at 210, I believe, subscribers the last time that I looked. And once we hit that 500, I'm telling you, we're giving away some free shoes. So let's go ahead and run up the likes, run up the shares, run up subscriptions. If you haven't here and you're just joining me, please subscribe, hit that like button, and be sure to check out my other videos. You know, thank you again for coming out and checking out my video, taking time out of your day to come out and hang with me. We're trying to build this community slowly but surely, but you know, we're trying to keep it genuine. We're just trying to share knowledge, just share stories, you know, grow this community together and help each other out wherever we see fit. But again, thank you for hanging out with me. It's your boy, Mostly Mike T. Peace and blessings.